Hi everyone. This is the first time that I'm trying the stream, so please bear with me. Today I'm going to be answering a question which I get a lot. Should I start a YouTube channel? And even if you're not really thinking about becoming a YouTube superstar, like getting 1, 2, 3 million subscribers, is it still worth it to create a YouTube channel, create content, even create some TikTok videos? And is that going to help you with your career? That's gonna what I'm gonna be answering. I just realized I cannot put not right now my intro video. Uh, I also allowed notes or actually comments on the stream, but you have to subscribe and be a subscriber for the last minute. Hopefully that takes care of any spam. So without further ado, let me start. There is a well-kept secret on LinkedIn or in the LinkedIn community and among like social media websites, especially geared towards business. And that is like people create content in order to generate more leads. So instead of going to a company, amazing, I have zero watchers right now. This is a little bit demotivating. Anyways, so instead of going to a company and saying, "Here, I have this kind of services to offer you," and then like try calling them, try messaging them on LinkedIn, there's an easier way. You can, well, not easier per se, but a way that could scale much better actually, and that is creating content. So when you start a YouTube channel, your main focus could be I want to get to 1 million subscribers in the first year or so. I want to do this or that. So, which is great. Like, of course, go for it. Uh, I started recently doing like creating my channel, Mohammed Al Hood, and I have another channel called Whale is Human, where I focus more on the outings that I'm doing with the family and stuff like this. But so far, I haven't had the perfect traction that I've been looking for. But I'm still trying. It's kind of hard, especially when you're aware of your accent, which I am. So like I end up doing a lot of editing in the videos, trying to get rid of the all the and all the fillers there. So I figured that this is very interesting to do this kind of stream right now because it's just putting myself out there. So let's I digress. Let's focus back. When you're creating videos on LinkedIn, especially if you're doing them in your niche, if you're, let's say, you're an IT person and like you're doing videos about how to become a programmer and how to fix certain issues, how to, uh, I wouldn't really go more into the details that people would find your video doing a search on Google, like so it could be also worth it, but I would focus more on like solving general issues or business issues, helping others follow your path career wise and all this kind of stuff. Let's say you're working at Google and you have some like good questions and tips like to prepare people for their interviews and stuff like this, or day-to-day basis of like working. So these are all good ideas. You can even go to ChatGPT and ask it to generate for you a list of interesting topics based on your industry and how you can share your knowledge. All what I'm sharing with you right now, I thought at some point it's common knowledge, but I realized speaking with friends that not a lot of people think that way, especially technical people. I'm not trying to generalize here, but I guess I am. People in the IT industry, they tend to focus more on working on the technical aspects of things, um, improving their skills in programming and like configuring a firewall or a router, which is great. You need to have these hard skills in order to do your job, but they kind of look down on the aspect of communication, the aspect of building a network, because like why would you need it? And then they realize at some point they want to become consultants and they don't have a big network to tap into. Yes, you have 2 3 people that you've known for a while, but wouldn't it be better if you have thousands of people that you are connected to that are always seeing your content and always interacting with each other? You're helping them and they're helping you. This is great. And to be honest, like the last contract or the biggest contract that I've had throughout my career so far, it was because of LinkedIn. Like I was creating content for a while, uh, especially at the beginning of my career, where I skyrocketed to like 14, 15,000 followers on LinkedIn. And somebody found me, like we started a conversation, and he told me, you know what, like I'm looking for somebody to work for me. Like I have this big contract at an aerospace company, and I'd like you to join the team. All right. We had one or two calls back then, and we started the contract within a few days, which is great. So, like that happened because of developing connections on LinkedIn. I've also had two other contracts arrive come from LinkedIn, and this are at least the ones that I am thinking of right now. The two other contracts were because of connections, like they were from two people that I went to university with, and maybe they remember the just because I work in IT, or maybe because they see my content on LinkedIn, so they decided to reach out. One of them is a great guy called Vlad, and like he reached out, and I actually asked him like, "Am I doing this as a friend or as a company?" He's like, "What do you mean?" Like, so I told him I can do it for free, or I can offer you my headhunting services, which I have. So he agreed to that. I found somebody amazing for their company, and we moved on. And the other person from my university, like I'm trying not to blab too much here, but the idea is that you build the network, and one way to build the network is other than face to face, getting to know the people that are working with the company, not just in your team, right? You need to go out there and meet more people. The other way is, of course, is uh, the after COVID method, which is meeting people online and focusing on growing your LinkedIn profile, on growing your YouTube presence, your TikTok presence. Um, and actually, I know somebody from a previous contract that's working really hard on his TikTok, and he's sharing cybersecurity videos and putting them on LinkedIn. And I'm sure he's gonna pop at some point, and a lot of people are gonna know about him. They're gonna start seeing all the other videos that he has, and he'll take it from there. And that's what I'm doing right now on LinkedIn and on YouTube. I think I have just a few subscribers on my channel right now. It's a little bit motivating, demotivating, but at the same time, like I know at some point, they're like the subscribers are gonna grow. I'm having fun. It's a little bit like intimidating to look at the camera and speak with it. I'm speaking, but I'm trying to imagine you as a person, and I'm speaking with you. I'm sharing my experience, and whether I get something out of it or not, like it matters. Of course, I would like to get something out of it. I would like to have more subscribers, but if it doesn't happen, at least, and I help somebody by sharing my knowledge, I'm more than happy with it. So this is good. Again, focusing on that, I actually I saw a course that somebody was presenting at some point last year or 2 years ago, and the guy was charging, I don't know, seven, eight, $9,000 to help consultants get jobs. And I found that was too much for what I'm looking for. But I noticed in one of the testimonials a person saying that uh, during the course they learned that they have to generate content and share them on LinkedIn. They were once invited to some company, and like the board of directors were talking, and the person was trying to sell their services, right? They're saying, I can do this or this or this. And they're like, dude, calm down. Like, we know you. We invited you because we've seen your content on LinkedIn, and we know that you are a subject matter expert and you know what you're talking about. So we wanted to leverage your skills and hire you in our company for a contract. So that got me thinking, and like I started looking more into it, and I realized not a lot of people are not doing that, and they should definitely be doing that. At the end of the day, as an employee, you can get 50,000, 100,000, 150, $200,000 a year, but you're pretty limited to that. And that's something that my father would always say to me. I'm still streaming, but tell me I have zero people watching. Anyways, my father has always told me an employee is an employee. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense because I'm literally translating it from Arabic, but it means that you are pretty limited to what you can do. A lot of people can become C-level executives, VPs, whatever. But if you set your heart on becoming an entrepreneur, you definitely have to work on developing your connections. And you can do that by creating videos, by sharing knowledge with others, by putting yourself out there. And the worst thing that could happen is like you're gonna be ashamed of your accent, like you're gonna be like sweating like me right now, not just because of the lights that are directed at me. I just looked at one of the lights. This is not good. I mean, the screen is pretty dark right now, so I don't know if it's still going well. But generate content, create a video, create a YouTube channel, create a TikTok account, and share these videos on LinkedIn. Don't be discouraged because of like your inability to speak as well as others that have like maybe English as a mother tongue, or like maybe others are just more presentable or something like that. Don't You shouldn't care about it. And even if you have um, a few subscribers, 100, 200 subscribers at some point, because you continue to push videos to create content all the time, you might get that business opportunity that gets you a four-figure contract or five-figure contract, six-figure contract, right? So that's something to keep in mind. YouTube isn't just for people that are trying to have like millions of subscribers and like be world famous. It's also for people to share their knowledge, to grow a decent following, and then help others. I'm using YouTube right now and my content on LinkedIn in order to offer my services. So I'm doing IT security consulting. So I am helping companies secure their businesses. I'm trying to pivot into small and medium enterprises, helping them secure their businesses and doing contracts like that. I'm also doing IT headhunting, since I do have the connections, especially in the Montreal or Canadian market. I can help companies find somebody that they're looking for rather quickly. And I know how to gauge somebody's skills. I probably have them in my connection on LinkedIn, because most of my connections are in Montreal or Quebec or Canada in general. So I'm using that. Maybe I won't be super famous on YouTube, but I am hopefully going to get a few business contracts because of the knowledge that I'm sharing, and because of this fun thing that I'm doing, that I'm really enjoying. I hope this has been informative. We're pushing 12 minutes now. I did record a short video before this stream, but I wanted to see how a stream is going to look like. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll catch you in the next stream.